Welcome back to the AWL Arena. It's time for Tag Team Action.
The following Tag Team contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, making their way to the ring, the Tag Team combination of the Young Dragon, Wyvern, and the Spirit Dragon Shynron, Double Dragon.
I would be remiss if I did not remind you that Wyvern in the green is still nursing a rib injury. He has been medically cleared to compete by Dr. Marcus Feelgood and the AWL medical team, but that's going to be a huge target for the opponents tonight, and they are truly monstrous. A snake demon and a mummy, and their manager, a witch.
And their opponents making their way to the ring, accompanied by the Manipulator. They are currently the number 2 contenders in the AWL Best 4, the tag team combination of the Serpentine Sensation, Elite Sky, and King Akira. Together they are Monster Union!
You just feel like King Akira, the super heavyweight dead guy, is just that one step away from truly breaking out into superstar level greatness here in the Animated Wrestling League. He had an amazing championship match against Jigoku Destroyed. Came up on the short end of it, but probably gave Jigoku Destroyed the biggest challenge in a pure power on power sense that he's had in his title reign. 9 title defenses for the Grand Champion. But this is about the tag team division. And right now, Monster Union sitting at number 2 in the AWL Best 4 for the tag team division. The Tiger Brothers number 1, Monster Union number 2, the New Classics number 3, and the number 4 contendership currently vacant. We will hopefully be having a solution for that next week. We will have a fight for 4. Who will be in that fight for 4? We don't know. I should point out the consequences of an unranked team beating a ranked team are significant in the AWL. If Monster Union lose this match, there's a very good chance they could be all the way out of the Best 4. They would certainly at least be reduced in rank. As for the Double Dragons, if they win this, maybe they get into the Best 4 on their own, just off of that win, or they would at the very least, be staring down the barrel of a fight for 4. The opportunity to wrestle for the right to join the top 4 of the division. In the AWL, with the exception of the Intercontinental Championship cash-in or a golden opportunity, the only way to challenge for a title is by being a member of the Best 4. And obviously you want to be the number 1 contender, but you're only going to get that chance if you're in the top 4. About a minute in now, and it's going to tag out to, he beats Guy, and a little, I thought he was going to go for the Shining Rizado after it was sort of a tag team partner receipt there, but a beautiful sort of sliding DDT, you might call it, by the Master of Motion, who makes the tag to Wyvern. You can see those bandages around the taped up ribs of the young dragon, the bearer of the sigil, the 2nd generation dragon in the AWL, the chosen heir of our original champion. Tag made. Good tag team continuity here. Tagging in and out quickly to keep the opponents off guard. The Double Dragons, very much a bookend tag team. They're very similar in terms of build, in terms of experience, in terms of technique and style. On the other side of the ring, Monster Union, very much the opposite. You've got the small, the high flyer, the Serpentine Sensation, and then you've got the big, the powerful King Akira from the Sands of Time going out. Oh! All sorts of weird variations of the DDT coming out tonight. Whip back into the corner. What do we have? Tag made again. Tag Kogeki. And the Serpentine Sensation stomping on the spine. Any attack to the spine, the ribs, the kidneys, the core, the chest, the stomach of Wyvern is going to be a target on those ribs. That's going to be shooting pain all through his midsection. And that's going to make it very difficult to catch a breath. If you can't breathe, you can't fight. Yes, these were the bad guys in the movie, but they were absolutely right. And going up here, oh! He's going to transition over the shoulder, snake bite! He can hit that snake bite from any angle whatsoever. And another tag, it's going to be like the 5th or 6th tag, and we're not even 5 minutes into this match. Going up. King Akira looking maybe to use the ring itself as a weapon, and he does so, bouncing the Spirit Dragon off the rope. And again, as has become common knowledge, the rope, calling it a rope is a misnomer. It's really an elevator cable wrapped sometimes in a rubber tube, sometimes just in vinyl tape. And basically, you're bouncing somebody off of a piece of slightly wiggly rebar. That freaking hurts. Speaking of freaking hurts, all of a sudden, the center of mass, the weight of the young dragon down on that rib cage, and of course he's got the weight of the heavyweight King Akira on top of him as well, but jumps right back to his feet, and round the world of the head scissors, almost like a Jormungandr type head scissors, if you're going to get dragon here. Oh, but a shot right to the head. The referee's going to be on the lookout for a knockout. And speaking of knockouts, this week in the main event, on Main Event Friday, we're going to have a World of Sport rules match. 2 falls, 2 submissions, or 1 knockout to decide the winner as we fall to the outside. And the manipulator not getting involved against the opponent. That would be a disqualification. And that would count as a loss for the number 2 ranked team in the Animated Wrestling League, Monster Union. You notice the lack of a commentation station at ringside? That's part of our pandemic response. We've also replaced all human fans with our Simuverse robots. Sorry, I just couldn't get used to the idea of saying we've got half... You know what? They're all up in the balconies. They're all up in the balconies. I keep making this up as I go along.
5 minutes. 5 minutes tops.
We've got limited human fans up in the balcony. Shinjidai Sunrise doesn't hook the legs, but goes for a traditional cover. 1, 2. It didn't work, but I still think that was smart. Wyvern was not going to be able to get his arms around the long, lanky limbs of the Serpentine Sensation off of the Shinjidai Sunrise. We do have some live human fans up at the top of the arena. Of course, our Simuverse robots making up the bulk of the situation. That's for safety's sake. Cross body block. And going up, Bulldog. Bulldog, or Bull Dragon, if you will. As Hebitsky slithers his way out of the grasp of the young dragon. And a vicious-looking tag. They're thinking the combination here. Powerbomb, snake bite, inverted combination from Viva Monster Union. 1 and Shynron, wisely I'd say, breaking that up, and Wyvern's a liability right now. Sky leaves the ring. Kick away by Wyvern. He's got to make a tag to the Master of Motion. Goes to the big splash. And yeah, he realized he's had his bell rung, I think. The tag made. Shynron in. Can Shynron finish this off? With 8 minutes and change on the clock. Roll away by the deceptively quick King Akira, but unable to avoid that clothesline by a Master of Motion. Standing corkscrew moonsault, and this is where Shynron gets dangerous, when he's allowed to get on a roll, to get on a hot streak. Inverted DDT from an unusual position. Less than 8 minutes remain. Irish whip across the hypotenuse of the 20 by 20 foot ring, and a kick right to the mask of Shynron. Back elbow response, and a axe bomber into the corner. And what do we have here? Slingshot, guillotine. Twisting and turning like a twisty-turny thing It's Shynron, the Spirit Dragon. 7.5 minutes. And now going for that lifting inverted DDT yet again. And I don't know why he's focusing on that. It doesn't seem to be doing that much damage. The tag made, tag Kogeki, snapmare. We may see a combination here. Knee strike, sliding elbow, elbow drop, red rope, elbow. High octane combination. And wait a minute, the manipulator getting involved now. A tag to the back. I think the referee heard it. I think he's going to let it go. Oh, broken. Whatever Shynron was trying to build there does not succeed. Into the neutral corner, sent by King Akira. Is thinking that big, creepy-looking splash of his. It is October. It is the time of the spooky, the scary. It is the time when the world of man and the other world come together. This should be a great time for Viva Monster Union. And here we go, the touch of Anubis. Touch of Anubis. The Jackal God of Death into the cover. One, defense, incomplete. As Wyvern able to save that, but he eats a snake bite. A snake bite. The Egyptian Cobra. Sling Blade from the other world. 5.5 minutes. We're nearly 2/3 of the way through the allotted time limit for this match. Boom! Huge scorpion splash in the corner. And Shynron realized this has become a one-on-one match. I don't see the partners anywhere. Everybody's down and out on the outside. But all that really matters is what's happening between those ropes in that 20-by-20 ring.
Take on. 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Wyvern still getting his senses about him. Shynron down on the outside. The referee begins a 20 count. And up. Down. Double-handed choke bomb. And a spin kick. And here comes Hevitsky. This could get dangerous on the outside. Standard 20 count. Japanese wrestling rules apply here in the Animated Wrestling League. Less than 4.5 minutes remaining. You're going to... A dodge and a kick. Shynron, he's got to get back in the ring. This is not a good place. It's the ultimate version of the old tag team cliche of cutting the ring in half. Right now, Monster Union controlling whether or not Shynron even gets to be in the ring. Referee gets to 11. There you see it again, the ring cut in half, the mobility of the opponent controlled by the dominant team. And boom, once again, Shynron just gets squished, but he stays on his feet. And he breaks an attack of his own, and whoa! Speed of endless light. Physics defying wrestling by Shynron. A tag made. We're going to go for that combo again. That four-way strike. The four-headed dragon, the Hydra strikes, we'll call that. 1, 2, no! Broken up by the Serpentine Sensation before the final and fatal 3 count could be registered. And he suffers for it. Dragon drop! Dragon drop! Dragon drop number 1! Go! Oh, ministerial suplex! Before ministers were even invented. And just like that, the complexion of the match changes again. It's been mostly Monster Union. Shinji Dai, Sunrise, he hits it. He's got the legs. He's got the, and again! 1, 2, 3. That should have been it. The manipulator getting involved, standing moonsault by the young dragon. He's got to go for another combo. He's got to go for the Hydra strikes, and they're going to reverse the rolls this time. Knee, sliding elbow, standing elbow, red rope. The four-headed dragon Shynron legal. 1, 2, 3. Hibitsukai nowhere to be found. And the unranked Double Dragons just beat the number 2 team in the best 4. There will be consequences, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to have to wait for the AWL commissioner to make his ruling on how this is going to affect the AWL best 4 in the men's tag team division. At the very least, Monster Union will be reduced to rank.
Your winners, the Double Dragons!
Tomorrow, by mutual agreement, a number 1 contenders bout, submission only. Ashitamo Suzuki.